It's time again.
Greetings, Challenger.
The caretaker grins, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth.
You need only gaze into the pool of memories to learn what fate awaits you.
And what fate does await us? What is it? I need to know more about the souls not being in harmony.
The Crucible is alive, endless opponents.
Endless, so that's a little bit much.
The souls do not speak to me in words. I am no watcher. But they do little to hide their tempers. I sense fear and anguish. I'm sorry. This must be what it's like to have a sick child, unable to explain what's wrong.
Actually, what about you?
There's little to say of my own past. I've lived here for decades. I arrived a nobody, but rose to champion.
Ah, you're the champion. Smiling, she rubs her
For
chin.
reasons unknown to me, this place chose me as caretaker. It has been a simple life in many ways, but an incredibly fulfilling one.
How was it as a champion?
That must have been 30 years ago, 40? Gods only know. My pack and I fought for the boar's glory. We raged like the warriors of old legends. How brave we were, how terrible. After we won, my pack wished to return home, but I knew in my heart I had been chosen. Not only by the surviving face, but by all of them. The faces of the hunt almost never speak to me, but they did on that day. They bestowed on me all I need to know to steward the Crucible.
Interesting. What are your duties?
Counsel for those seeking answers, such as this conversation we're having.
Huh.
Otherwise, I oversee the wardens and see to the repairs of the Crucible's physical components. Then there are the less glamorous tasks. Dealing with the steady stream of corpses, for example.
So it would fall apart without you.
In truth, I am not necessary for the Crucible to function.
Oh, interesting.
Through the statue, Aumaua has worked his will upon this place since before my time. He will do so long after I'm gone.
So if you're not necessary, can you leave?
Perhaps, but it's largely irrelevant. I have purpose and wholeness here at the Crucible. In my youth, I felt the Seeker's urge to see the world, but this island has cured me of my wanderlust.
So you haven't left it in years. She chuckles, shaking her head.
While I wouldn't mind being cursed to stay on the island, I still have to travel at times.
Ah, okay.
The trials require it on occasion, as do my tasks as caretaker. Uatu did not fly to you by magic.
Interesting. And something else. What about the place?
This is the heart of Auamaua's sacred isle. This temple to battle was built millennia ago. Long have the faces of the hunt presided over these trials. Was there something specific you wanted to know?
Who built this place and when?
Countless generations have passed since Juana of many islands first came here. Before this place was built, the lands were arid, almost barren.
Oh, interesting.
But Aumaua filled the isle with wildlife, monstrous and minute. When this much blood spills, the grass grows unbounded. Whether Aumaua guided the creation of this place, or if building this place attracted Auamaua's favor, I cannot say. But he is here.
And who's in charge?
Well, Aumaua, of course.
She smokes at you with a puzzled look.
A few fools have attempted to seize Kazuwari as their own, but it crawls with warriors eager to preserve the unruly chaos of this place. Would-be tyrants die quickly here.
Tell me about the faces.
They are the three ways in which Aumaua is known to us. As the slayer of all threats, as the survivor of all challenges, and as the seeker of all answers.
All answers?
The Stelgar, the boar, and the spider embody these three facets of our god. The great statue overlooking the Crucible is also the faces of the hunt. Through it, Aumaua provides for us innumerable foes.
If the faces of the hunt are Aumaua, why haven't they provided guidance?
Well, the faces are a manifestation of Aumaua, and not exactly the same thing, but...
She coughs nervously.
The faces do not exactly converse. I have petitioned for guidance and have been met with silence. The faces will speak, but only when they wish to be heard.
And about something else. I want to know more about this competition.
Hunters and warriors from around Eora come to seek conflict and revel in the dance of life and death. The Crucible welcomes any petitioner wishing to test their skills, and the faces honor contenders that best embody their virtues of the hunt. What particularly held your interest?
Did everyone here get a ghost for an invitation?
No. Most are here because they worship Aumaua, though many name him Galawain. Regardless, they hear the call.
What's the price?
Every challenger that completes the rite of passage becomes a contender, eligible to compete for the patronage of one of the faces of the hunt. The 3 chosen packs face off to determine the champion of the hunt. This grand winner earns honor and objects of power blessed by Aumaua.
Huh.
Beyond this,
Interesting.
each victory in the Crucible earns you the Lord of the Hunt's favor. Favor which can take many forms.
Very obscure. And what form do the challenges take?
You will learn in due course.
I guess. Well then. What's behind this door? This is a door, right? And who is this man? Is that a man?
You should speak with Aumaua. She shall show you the way.
Greetings, challenger.
Caretaker grins, revealing rows of razor-sharp
You need only
teeth.
gaze into the pool of memories to learn what fate awaits.
Yeah, okay, alright. And how do we get to a challenge now? Do we have to speak again with this guy from the start? You, Arena Warden?
I'll handle this.
Tunnel is sealed. And what more can we... more can we go for? There's a cook.
This calls for a subtle touch. There. What did I tell you? I got it.
Luminous lobster. And what about you?
My fine friend.
Scents of foods, local and exotic, rise from the cart behind the pudgy Orlan.
Care for some tasty victuals before you go testing your strength against the spirits?
The spirits?
Fresh off the boat, lad. Arena's full up of soul energy. Likely as not on account of all the blood spilt. The faces of the hunt stirs them right up, summoning monsters and legendary warriors for the contenders to try their blades against.
Let me see what you
Only
have.
The tastiest damn food in the Deadfire. Come, have yourself a look.
Oh, here's hearty breakfasts and stuff. Nice. And some... ingredients. Eggs. And the lobsters. Oh well. There's a spectator seating. Let's see. What's here? What are you about? A dwarf woman sits behind a low table, the wrinkled skin around her eyes and mouth betraying her venerable age. Coils of ink-black hair, shot through with the occasional streak of grey, tumble down around her shoulders. She examines you through narrowed eyes.
Hello, traveler. We reserve these modest quarters for those challenging the rite of passage or contending in the Crucible.
She gestures at the dank room of tall bunks through the door to her left.
Aumaua told me that you are to be extended our hospitality. For the moment.
This is supposed to be an inn?
Our beds are simple, but we offer a variety of training spaces in which to hone your skills. Spaces unavailable to mere spectators.
Let's see what you've got.
Of course. Let me show you around the grounds.
She stands, pushing the chair back into the corner. So we have the hammocks. And that's nothing. But we can... Oh, we can relearn and stuff. So nice. So we can buy stuff too. A bit of basic stuff. Nice. Okay. What's in here? Flint and tinder, paloe nuts. No one will miss these. Sure. What's this? That would be stealing, but unlocking it is not stealing, right?
There. What did I tell you?
And looking into it is also not stealing. Hey there. This elf stands before a cart, one thin hand twisting a small tool against a thick strap of leather he holds gingerly with his other. He chews on his lower lip, his brow knit in concentration. The acrid scent of poultices and potions haunts the air around him. What's that you're working on? The man's eyes flicker up to you, return to his task, then widen before shifting back to you. His mouth gapes, closes, and gapes again. He swallows.
Yes, my apologies, traveler. I just got a little wrapped up in it's a personal project, and now I am going on about nothing.
He gingerly sets the tools and device down on his cart and brushes his palms together. Beaming proudly, he shows you a belt filigreed with copper wiring. You note small Adra stones within the tangle of wires. The buckle appears to be made of copper, inlaid with Adra.
I call it Neil's Auroral Transubstantiator, or perhaps the Essential Battery Array, or maybe I would, well, name's not important. It's meant to collect and store ambient essence in an accessible form for dynamic usage at a later time.
Looks expensive. His eyes narrow, and he pulls the belt away from you.
I have been working towards this for my entire life. All of my studies, my experiments, being driven from New Aumaua, it's veritably the culmination of my existence.
His sighs.
This jungle, and more so this arena, it's in a state of essential flux. The density of ambient essence here goes far beyond anything I've seen elsewhere in the world. But to collect that power, to harness it, I need the help of a contestant in the Crucible.
He runs a hand through his mop of hair, disheveling it. What do you intend to do with the energy?
Alchemists, you see, are limited to the materials they harvest. Yet the processes we employ ultimately draw their efficacy from the essence present in all things. By infusing potion ingredients with ambient soul energies, I hope to significantly increase the efficiency of the process. The end result? An almost limitless draft!
Neil grins broadly. I might be able to help.
You would?
His broad smile brings his dimples almost to his eyes.
That's fantastic! So, you see, during each fight in the arena, the essence presence spikes fantastically. Some of this is the result of magic, or released energy, owing to, well, the death of the fighters. But the arena itself manipulates essence too. It's really quite a thing to behold.
How do I fit into this?
All I would require from you is to wear the belt. Well, competing in the Crucible, I mean.
Interesting.
And then, of course, return it to me, obviously.
What would I be getting out of this?
Besides the pride of furthering the cause of animancy?
He chuckles.
Kid. Of course I'll reward you. In coin, obviously, but also if when the experiments bear fruit, I can provide you that fruit.
He frowns.
Fruit being the, drafts in this case. If that wasn't clear. I am just confusing things further, aren't I?
Yeah, I've begun the Crucible. I'll wear the special belt.
Fantastic!
He hands you the belt.
It's ready. Just wear it during the fight and return it once it's fully charged.
Interesting. Potions aplenty. That's why there's potions behind him. What do you want?
Greetings, stranger. Akira, our Aren't you the dangerous-looking sort?
The Aumaua woman smiles warmly, revealing sharp
I
teeth.
have all sorts of fine magical items. Will save your life in the pit as sure as a Goddy's thrashing stirs the sea.
Her hand indicates the trinkets in the stall behind her with a fluid sweeping gesture. Let me see what you have.
Always the finest items.
She turns to show you her inventory. Oh well. That's rather... yeah. I'm not sure about a necklace of fireballs. I mean, the gauntlets are quite okay. They're quite fine. The boots of speed, not too bad either. But that's nothing special. What's this?
I'll see it.
Whoa! Touched something, eh? What about you here in that edge? The guard stretches out her hand to hold your advance up the stairs.
The terrace is reserved for champions. If you wish to observe the battles, you are free to do so. From somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's where we can go out of here. Interesting. And what about you?
Ado, and welcome.
The tall woman adorned in well-crafted, finely polished armor bows to you, her dark hair almost brushing your
Please
face.
acquaint yourself with my weapons and armors, lest you become acquainted with death in the arena instead.
She chuckles and steps aside to reveal rows of sharp blades and unblemished armors. You think I can't handle myself in a fight? She laughs, shaking her head.
Not in the slightest. But we all face Cherono upon the killing field, ah?
How did you come to be
I sought
here?
meaning in the ring before the faces, and found it, I did. In a fashion.
A smile reveals bright, even teeth.
The wound almost returned me to the wheel. I would have been leaving, but, well...
She shrugs, a large, flamboyant gesture.
This Elo is my home now. When Cherono seeks me, I will be found here.
Let me see what you have.
See for yourself, for a complenka.
She beckons you forward. Well, some standard stuff. Not bad or anything, but again, nothing particularly special.
Give me a real challenge.
What's in here? Absolutely nothing. Let us explore more. On the spectator setting. Whom will we meet here? Is there anyone here? What's that?
This calls for a subtle touch. Ugh, this isn't how I usually work.
What's in here? Spyglass and obsidian flakes, okay. That's fine. Quaky fruit. Yeah, we'll plunder everything, right? It's up in this. It's raining so much. What's that? Oh, grants lesser lay on hands. That's okay, but not great. What about this? We cannot get to this. Oh, interesting. It's below here. Okay. Is it? That's. Aha. Okay. There's some passage where you can get to this. Okay. I understand. What about the waterfall? Is there something behind the waterfall? Something that we can see, maybe. Hello, faces. Oh, what? Let's go down here. giant paws. What's hidden?
Happily.
Salt and arak. And what's here?
Consider it done.
Spice meat and palm wine are set aside for honored guests. And we have a sapphire and azata shells. And here, fried ugly and a fine Adiran meat. We'll steal your food. Alright, we're so hungry we could... Well, I don't know. I don't know what we could. What's here besides the waterfall? The other waterfall? Nothing much. One interesting place that is. What a fascinating one. And here, what's here? Well, nothing much indeed. They call me Challenger.
Door stays closed for spectators.
Yeah, I'm no spectator, you know. And we'll return to this to see if we can maybe fight again next time. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon, and happy gaming.
Let's
What
keep
a
quiet.
beautiful, beautiful place. Ah, here. Yeah, that's where we choose the challenge. In the Pool of Souls.